What's up, Pokemoshpitbeta? PinkChandelure here, bringing you my first upload to this channel. It's gonna be a Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. It's gonna be up against DraconicDratini, somebody I found off of the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. On his side of the team, you're gonna be able to see he has a Politoed, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Toxicroak, Alakazam, and Starmie. They are pretty much supported by the Politoed, the Vaporeon, the Toxicroak, and the Starmie. The Starmie mainly for the damage output. On my side, you're going to see I have a Kyurem, a Landorus, a Heatran, a Tyranitar, a Mamoswine, and a Chansey. My Chansey is going to be my wall with my Tyranitar, and they're pretty much just going to shift things around on there. And let's pretty much get this match going. We are challenged by Dratini. He's going to start out with his Politoed, just to set up the rain. And I'm going to start out with my Kyurem Black. I was just pretty much starting out strong from the beginning, wanting to start out strong. He's going to set up his rain like I said. I'm going to just go straight off for the Fusion Bolt, hoping I could knock it out or something, or hoping I could do as much damage as possible to it. And right there, it did a lot of damage. I was pretty much like right there surprised by how much damage that Fusion Bolt did. And he just decides to go off with the Focus Blast. And right there, I knew I wasn't going to die to the Focus Blast. I just knew I wasn't going to take it like that great as I would have wanted to. But it is a Kyurem Black, so right there he switches out his Politoed, I'm guessing not wanting to lose the rain, the Weather War yet, and brings in his Jolteon. Right there I go for the Fusion Bolt. I went for the safe Fusion Bolt due to if he switched into this thing, it would still take damage from it and wouldn't heal from it. But right there, I noticed it really didn't matter since he was Flame Orbed. So I return my my Kyurem Black and send in my hero, my Mamoswine, and pretty much wanting to take the Electric type move or the Hidden Power Ice. Since I am thick fat and I could take it really well, any of the hits from this thing. So he just decides to switch that out, and I go for the Reflect, bringing up my Mamoswine's defenses just a bit more since I am max special defense, max attack, and having Reflect on him brings up my defense pretty well, so it makes me a really decent wall. Right there he goes for the Psychic, the Stab Psychic. And I just stay in knowing I could take the Psychic and go for the Earthquake. Right there, I knew I would knock it out if it didn't have a Sash, so that was one worry off of my back off the Alakazam. I get some HP back with the leftovers, and he decides to just bring in his Toxicroak. So right there, I'm like, I can stay in and Earthquake it and hopefully kill it, since I can take any hit it wants to throw at me. So it just decides to go for the Drain Punch. And right there I go for the Earthquake. Either way, it would have been really stupid for me to stay in if he would have had Cross Chop on him. That would have been very bad. So I pretty much kill the Politoed, the Toxicroak right there, sorry, with the Earthquake and get some HP back with the leftovers. It's looking pretty good for me right there. Even though he just brings in the Vaporeon right there just to freaking screw up my Mamoswine or however I was doing. So I just decided to bring in my false hero, my Chansey, just to take any hit the Vaporeon wants to throw at me, but it decides to go for the Heal Bell, just to take off the burn off the Jolteon, which was pretty strange. So why would I run Flame Orb if I'm going to end up healing it anyways? So it just decides to fire off the Scald to do like a miserable amount of damage. I go for the Toxic, forgetting Vaporeon has Hydration right there, so I wasted one turn when I could have used Wish or Seismic Toss on it. So it goes for the Scald one more time. I was guessing hoping to burn me and rack up some residual damage, but I just go for the Wish right there. And I decide to switch out and go into my Tyranitar so I could set up the sand, and blow away his rain with the sand. And knowing the sand came up, I knew I could take a Scald much better than I could in the rain. So I take the damage from the Scald, and I get my HP back with the Wish. So that's looking okay with me right there with Tyranitar. So he gets some HP back with the leftovers, and right here I just decided to fire off the Dark Pulse since I am a special attacking Tyranitar. He decides to go for the Ice Beam. I don't know why, but he just decides to go for the Ice Beam. And I go for the Dark Pulse right there. Seeing how much that did, it's going to be like a 5-hit kill. But it really doesn't matter since I can take like 5 or 6 hits from it too. So I really didn't care about losing my Tyranitar. I just wanted to hurt Vaporeon as much as I could with it. And right there he goes for the Ice Beam one more time. And I still don't know why he stayed on the Ice Beam instead of going for the Scald. And right here I go for the Dark Pulse, and I get a crit, which really did matter because it shortened out the lifespan of the Vaporeon. And I get some HP back right there with the leftovers, and like I said, it's looking very well for me. He sends in his Spin Me Please, his Star Me. And right there I stay in because I know I can take any hit from it. And it just goes for the Hydro Pump straight off. And I live it with 40. So I just fire off another Dark Pulse right there. Right there when I see the HP gauge go down, 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 I'm like, holy crap, that did a lot. But it was due to a crit. And I don't really know if that really mattered a lot since I am max special attack. So I don't know if that really did matter or not. So right there he just decides to bring in his Politoed. And bring in his Rain again. And right here I'm like, okay, I'll just switch into my Chansey again, since it pretty much can't do anything to it. So I do, and right there he goes for the Hydro Pump, I believe. And again, it's not doing that much damage to me. Like, I'm guessing like how he would want me to lose HP. He gets some HP back with the leftovers, then goes for the Focus Blast, which pretty much does less than the Hydro Pump since it's not stab and it's not getting boosted by the Rain, so I would have stuck with the Hydro Pump myself. He gets the Special Defense drop right there, and I just go for the Seismic Toss just to kill off the Politoed. And right there he just has Jolteon left, I believe. And right there I was just hoping he didn't have Thunder on him, because that would pretty much kill the Chansey. But he has Thunderbolt, so he really didn't worry me that Thunderbolt would kill me. But I go for the Toxic and miss, and he activates his Flame Orb. And right there I go for the Protect, just racking up some residual damage on itself, since I'm not going to be getting any HP back. So I just want it to get as low as I can before I switch out into anything I want. And I just decided to switch out into my Mamoswine, since all I have seen on him is Volt Switch and Thunderbolt. And right there, it's pretty much good games because I just Ice Shard it, and due to the burn damage, it's gonna die from anything. Pretty much anything that Mamoswine can hit it with, but I don't want to get hit first. So thank you guys for watching, and go check me out if you guys liked. See you guys next time.